All right, today we're diving into a fear that can turn something beautiful, like a beach, into a source of pure terror, aquaphobia. We're going to break down what it is, where it comes from, and most importantly, the clear path to overcoming it. So, let's get right into it.
You know, for most of us, an image like this one, it means peace, vacation, fun. But what if, just imagine for a second, that this very same view, or even just the sound of the waves, filled you with just pure, overwhelming panic? Well, that's the reality for someone with aquaphobia.
So the official term for this is aquaphobia, an intense and irrational fear of water. And those two words are really key here, intense and irrational. I mean, we're not just talking about being a little nervous in the deep end or not being the strongest swimmer. No, this is something else entirely. It's a specific phobia that triggers a powerful and very real panic response.
Okay, so let's dig a little deeper. What is aquaphobia really? Turns out it's way more than just a simple fear.
And this is where it gets kind of surprising, the things that can set it off. The fear isn't just about the vast, deep ocean. Think about it. For some people, a simple swimming pool can feel just as threatening. For others, it can be triggered by just being near water, like sitting by a lake or even taking a bath. Really, it can pop up in almost any situation that involves water.
So that's the what. Now for the big question, why? I mean, where does a fear this powerful and this specific even come from? Well, the roots can often be traced back to one of four common pathways.
It usually boils down to one of these four things. The most obvious one, of course, is a traumatic experience, something like a near-drowning incident as a kid. But get this, it can also be a learned fear. Maybe you saw a parent who was terrified of water and you picked up on that. It can also come from a deep-seated fear of losing control, like the helplessness that comes with not being able to swim. And sometimes it's connected to a different underlying anxiety disorder.
All right, so we've covered the what and the why, but what's it actually like to live with this fear every single day? The impact can be, well, pretty profound.
Just look at the difference here. It's stark. For most of us, a day at the lake, it's all about fun, boating, just chilling out. But for someone with aquaphobia, that same exact day is a minefield of constant anxiety. They often end up having to avoid activities with friends, with family, and that can lead to feeling really isolated, missing out on memories. It's like aquaphobia literally redraws the map of their world into safe zones and danger zones.
And this isn't just all in your head. Not at all. The body's reaction is incredibly real and intense. You're talking a full-on panic response. Your heart is pounding, you're sweating, shaking. And that physical reaction leads to this powerful primal instinct to just avoid it at all costs. The brain learns a simple rule: stay away from water no matter what.
So when you put all of that together, you can see how the impact on someone's life is just huge. It can dictate where you go on vacation, stop you from enjoying hobbies, and just create this constant hum of anxiety in the background. It really does chip away at your confidence and just your overall quality of life. But, and this is so important to hear, this does not have to be a life sentence. There's a real path forward. Recovery is absolutely 100% possible.
And the great news is, the road to recovery is actually pretty well mapped out. It often starts with something called cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. That's basically where you learn to challenge those scary thoughts you have about water. That's usually combined with gradual exposure therapy, where you're safely, and very slowly, reintroduced to water. Relaxation and breathing techniques are also a huge help for managing panic in the moment, and in some severe cases, medication can offer extra support.
And really, this is the main thing I want you to take away from all of this. It's a message of real, genuine hope. With the right support and the right tools, aquaphobia is a manageable condition. People absolutely can, and do, learn to control this fear and get their lives back.
So at the end of the day, whether this is something you're dealing with personally, or maybe it's a friend or a family member, it all starts with compassion and understanding. Just recognizing the fear for what it is, a serious but treatable condition, that is the very first step on the path to getting better.
I want to leave you with this thought. You see, getting over a phobia, like aquaphobia, it isn't just about not being scared anymore. It's about reclaiming experiences, reclaiming relationships, and reclaiming a sense of freedom that was lost. It's about making your world bigger again. So what does it mean to reclaim a part of your world?